The Wayne Ayers Podcast. The Wayne Ayers Podcast. Woohoo! Time to wake your ass up for a blessed day.
First of all, how are you doing today?
Fabulous. How are you?
Pretty good. You got a busy week, got a new single dropping. Girl, like how's it feel? I feel like you're in album mode because I feel like you just had like 2 singles drop in the last 3 months, I believe. 2 other singles.
Yeah, I have an album dropping at the end of the year. But I actually have a little sneak EP that I'm dropping in July. So it's kind of new for everybody. I haven't really talked about it too much.
So I know, is this supposed to be a revenge song? I heard. Am I hearing wrong or no?
The girl song?
Yeah, the girl song.
It is about a guy that I dated where I got the courage to actually confront him in the record about all the girls he's been messing with. So yeah.
It's a guy you actually. Oh, okay. I heard it was like a fling or something. So it's somebody you dated in your past.
Yeah, I dated him for a couple months, and I found out some trash stuff. And I didn't tell him in person necessarily that I found out all these things, but I wrote the record, and finally it's out. Or it's coming out on Friday. So you'll find out.
Is it gonna be a music video shot?
I'm working on a music video. I've kind of gone through my head of like what I want to do. I haven't really decided yet, like honed down the theme of it. So I really just want it to be great. So, but yes, there's definitely going to be visuals. I always do visuals. I love visuals with projects.
Yeah, kind of like when people do I feel like how fun was it to make I don't know, can I say revenge song? Like how's fun? Every time I talk to a musician about making like a revenge song, they say like they are like the most fun with it. They're like the most creative with it. But how fun is it?
It's nerve-wracking, because you're kind of putting things on blast, but it's like, it's my life. Like, this is just the stuff I go through. And it's really a therapy session for me, to just finally speak on these things. So it is fun though. I was just venting out to a friend and me and her wrote it together and we went in, and it is what it is.
So like, how's like your process of making like music? Like, do you like hear a beat or do you just like automatically write and then you get with a producer like, hey, I want to put this on a track? Like, how's your process of making music?
I listen to the beat, I mumble on the beat, like, melodies and stuff like that. And then we place where we like the melodies, like, oh, this sounds like the chorus, this sounds like the verse. And then we place that. So it's just like a mumble track. And then I go in and I'll loop, which means just replay the verse. And then I'm in there and I'm just writing the verse. And then we go record that. And then I'm writing the chorus and then I record that. That's how I like to work. And there's a lot of different people like different ways. That's my way.
Oh, that's dope. I know you just say you're gonna drop an EP in July. Like, what's like? I know you do like multiple genres. Like, is there like a certain like genre, or is it gonna be like multiple genres on it? Like, what should people expect from it?
It's R&B. It's a little gritty R&B. We did it in Brooklyn. Me and my friend Jessie. She's a producer. So it's 2 girls, 2 Geminis. We went there to make some new memories. I had a showcase over there. So we're like, why don't we just knock out an EP? And I'm like, all right. So we just knocked out like 4 records. So you're gonna hear that.
Is there like, if you could put like any artist on your EP, who would you want to put on? I know you just said R&B.
I would love Drake to be on. I would love Drake. Drake is my number one feature goal here.
Would you want him to sing on it or rap on it? Because Drake gets busy on it, or
I need that old school Drake singing to the girls.
Like Take Care.
Yes. That's what I want. And we all want it. Who doesn't want that? You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. Do you prefer Drake? Do you prefer Drake singing over his rapping?
No, I love both, honestly. But I feel like our voices will sound good singing together. Yeah.
My bad. What were you about to say before that question? My bad. I know you about to...
I don't remember. Sorry.
Go back to the what was that? I know you just recently worked with Trina on oh my God.
The Booty on Her?
Yeah, Booty on Her, my bad, so sorry. But how was working with Trina? I know Trina is just one of the best MCs.
No, she was really sweet. She was like waiting for me to twerk on her face, basically. She's just like, so when are you gonna twerk? I'm like, girl, I'm gonna get to it. Let me live for a second. She got me drunk also on set. She's like, I'm not doing this unless you take a shot. I was like, oh, here we go. So she got me a little tipsy and it made it way more fun. You know, we were all flirty on stage. She's super cute and fun.
So how did that even like come about? Like, did you just like you were just doing a song and you just reach out to her?
I had a record and I had a booking agent at the time that was same as her booking agent, and or they worked together, and he was like, yo, like, why don't we get legend like Trina on it? I'm like, oh, like, you know her, like, send her the record. And she loved the record. She's like, let's do it. So we got the business done and we shot the music video in Miami. And that was the first time I've ever shot a music video, which I live in Miami now from LA, but it made me want to move here. So I'm here now.
What made you want to move to that? Like, what? I know I see like a lot of people moving from like LA to like Miami or like Texas, and like, what made you guys like? What made you want to like personally move? Kind of like LA is like crazy.
It's the ocean. It's that view. Like let me just show you the view here. Like, it's the view for me. Honestly, it's just a different culture around, different foods around. I like the hot, humid, like my hair thrives in it. Like, you know, that's why.
Is your do you I know they be having like carnivals out there, like, you know, little like carnivals and everything. Like, do you plan on like participating in that at all? I know they be having people perform and everything.
I'm trying to. I definitely heard about some of them. I'm not, that's another thing why I moved here, is because I wanted to kind of tap into like Latin culture, you know what I'm saying? And Cuban and the music. And so I just moved here a couple of months ago. So I'm really still trying to see what all that's about. I don't really know. So we're going to see.
And so like, do you plan on like, what's like, if you could work like 5 artists right now, who would they be?
If I go what?
If you could work with like 5 artists, like right now, like just any artist in the world, like who I know you just said Drake. I know that's one of them. Like, what other 4 artists would you like to work with? We got to speak this into fruition.
Drake, Drizzy. What else? What other nickname he had? Pop, Champagne Poppy. Oh God. You know what sucks is like I wish that like Aaliyah was around. Like that would have been an extreme goal of mine, and Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Kehlani, I would love to work with Kehlani. I think we would sound really great on a record together. I don't have too many other ones. We'll see. I'm not set on anybody, to be honest, but him at the moment.
So like, I know you just say like your EP is gonna be like more R&B focused. Is your album gonna be like that as well?
It's gonna be R&B, pop, rap. I'm a Gemini. I like how I'm like, that's me. I'm everywhere, and I'm an independent artist, so I don't really have to specifically, you know, go into one lane. So that's why I feel lucky. So you're gonna hear a lot of different versions of me in this album. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to showcase my voice. You know, a lot of people don't really know that I sing. So I'm excited for that.
I know do you plan on like being like an independent artist forever? I know like a lot of people go in the independent route because they don't really like record labels, or would you like prefer to be like signed with a record label?
I'm not mad at being independent. If I have the right deal, like everyone says, like, then I would, yeah, it takes a label sometimes to really blow it up, you know what I'm saying? And grow worldwide. And I mean, I'm tired of spending my own money. I would love to spend the label's money, you know what I'm saying? But also I want to make sure that I get the most back out of a label money wise too. So if the right deal comes along, I'm not mad at the idea.
Is there any like record labels you would like want to like partner up with in the future, or is it just like whatever?
There's really not a specific one. Honestly, I really do feel like it comes down to like the paperwork, you know what I'm saying? And whoever really wants to offer a great deal for me, that's where I'm at. I don't really care about necessarily what artists are on the label or anything like that. But the other thing also is a label does help when you want to have features, you know, on your projects, because it just makes it easier, because then you'll be able to sign off the song easier, whatnot. And when you're independent, it's not as easy. It's a little more complicated and more expensive.
I know a lot of people know you for like your twerking, and now you twerking. Now you're a twerking instructor and everything. Do you like want to like get away from that to focus more on music, or do you want to like? Are you still doing that?
You know what? I'm actually relaunching Twerk Out with a couple new instructors. So Twerk Out's always going to be my baby. I love it, and it's in me. You know, I dance. When you see me perform on stage singing, you're going to see all that stuff, which is dope. But personally, I haven't taught classes in a long time. But we do have instructors, yeah, that are focused on Twerk Out, and it's going to keep thriving for sure. Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to know like why hasn't there been like a big like because everybody be twerking, like why hasn't there been like a big like showcase? Like I don't know if you watched the movie like You Got Served, but like you know what I'm saying, like one of those big showcases you get like all the top twerkers of the world or some shit like that, and just be like
There's kind of a little bit, there's like a twerk convention actually.
yeah.
I just went to it. That's one of the first times I taught. It was a couple months ago, twerk convention. There were like hundreds of girls. It was insane. And all of us, like the main instructors, we were there. It was a really good time. And I think there are some twerk competitions. I would probably judge it. I wouldn't like enter or anything, but there are a couple of them for sure.
Okay.
Maybe they're just not as mainstream because a lot of the girls are really, it's a lot of European girls. It's not really a lot of US girls. And I think that's probably why you haven't heard about it.
Yeah, cause I haven't heard I'm surprised I haven't like heard of one. Like, I remember they used to have like
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know when I hear the next one.
Yeah, cause I remember in high school they used to have like jerking competitions and shit like that. I was like, yo, what? I say, why? I'm surprised they haven't I haven't heard like a big twerk competition. I was like, that's actually one surprising. Do you remember like the first time ever trying to twerk? Like, were you bad at it, or like were you like automatically like I can do this shit? It's nothing.
Well, when I was like 12 years old, and I was like this big, so like I didn't have anything to work with. I'll tell you that. Like there was nothing to work with, but I learned from my stepdad's side of the family. They're African American, so it just stemmed. You know, they knew what they were doing. It's funny because she now tells me, she's like, girl, you learn way better than I. Like, you should teach me some stuff now. But yeah, I learned a long time ago, and I wasn't the best at it. I just kind of knew what the basic, like I knew what it was at that time, you know, like I learned that like what twerking was and what that meant. Way better at it now, and I have way more to juggle now. Although it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you have back there. Anyone can learn.
What was like the first time you realized you're like, yo, I'm hella good at this shit?
I know it was kind of shocking for me actually. I still look at videos and I'm like, dang, that girl can move. Like I don't know how I do those moves sometimes. I think when the my first class, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do it. I didn't even really practice or anything. I just kind of like went in, just like my schooling. Like I hated tests. Like I just went in and did it, no studying. And I found out there that I was good because the girls around me.
No, that's dope. One of the things I loved about you, because I saw like a recent podcast of yours, is you were talking about like Persian women's rights in Persia. Like, can you kind of speak on that? Kind of like I want to know, like I want people to hear about your perspective. Kind of like, oh, this is actually I love to hear perspective about it.
Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, women are really oppressed in the Middle East, and recently Afghan just lifted a whole like you have to cover your whole face. It's psycho, it's crazy, and you can't even dance in the Middle East like in public. And I'm trying to find ways to properly fight against that, and it's not easy. It's not an easy process, and the way to go about it is very tender. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure that out.
Can you see like change coming anytime soon, like within the next like 10-20 years, or like no?
What was that?
Can you see like change come like in the next 10 to 20 years, or it's like
I really hope so. I'm not going to say that I know best. It takes us women like me to really fight for it, but it's dangerous. You know, there's men that are really dangerous out there that are fighting against all of it. And the fact that Afghan just literally did this whole banning, like this whole covering thing, it just blows my mind, you know? I don't know what it's going to take, but we're going to try to figure it out.
Do you know if like say like somebody like me like wanted to help out, like just like some outside people like that's like don't really know about the situation, like how could we help out?
There's definitely, you got to do your research on just like fundraising, you know, money to support the women that are actually politically helping and over there, you know, getting the things that they need to fight against the regimen and all that. It's just doing your research. And I'm still new in the game. I'm still doing my own research. So once I have better advice for you, I definitely will let you know for sure.
I also saw you tweet about the you know, the gun violence over the weekend in America. Like, what did like? Do you think they will ever like get gun laws like just stricter? Like, it's like, yo, it's crazy. Like nobody needs like nobody needs like an AR-15 just going around. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody really needs that.
I feel like there's a lot of I don't think a ban of it is gonna help. I think everyone has the right to protect, you know, and people made guns and now we have them, you know, we're not going to get rid of all of them. So it's going to be almost impossible. I just feel like it's parenting. It starts with the parents at home, and it starts with the teachers teaching the kids that these things aren't okay and whatnot. So I don't know, man. All we can do is pray for these kids and these parents for learning the right and from the wrong, you know, and being safe. I don't know. It's sad though. It's really sad.
Yeah. What are your like thoughts about like America right now?
We got some work to do, y'all. I feel like we need to come together more is what we need. You know, we're better together than apart. And fuck racist shit. That's all I gotta say. Get over it, you know, get over it, Karen. That's what I gotta say. That's all I can say right now. Just work to do the right thing, you know, do the right next move. That's what my mom used to tell me.
I know, like on a lighter note, like I heard you're like the most sub person on OnlyFans.
The
That's
most
so
subscribed.
True? Yeah, that's so true, or
it is still true.
That's dope. That's dope.
There's a couple girls that are like boop boop boop. We're like
Oh no, I heard you like I forgot what podcast I saw on a podcast clip that you like started putting like you're just like behind the scenes videos and whatever for like music shoots and shit like that, and then you started making money like crazily off of OnlyFans that way.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, YouTube demonetizes some things because it's over sexualized, you know, you can't do certain moves or whatever. And they're like, it will cut your money in half. So I wasn't making any money on YouTube and I have a huge following over there. I'm like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do? So OnlyFans was just a really great platform for me to monetize all my content that the fans wanted. So I started putting music videos, BTS, sexy photos, videos, whatever it was. It's been really great. It's been able to fund music videos and fund my music and pay my producers, pay my engineers, my mixers, like it's a lot that go into it. So yeah, I'm really blessed to have that platform for sure.
Shema had to do that, put this podcast on OnlyFans or something.
Okay, I got you. I'll help you. I will help you for sure. You should 1000% do it. No, for real. I think it's a really good platform for anybody. I think it's lucrative for a lot of people.
Will you ever do like a surprise, like say like EP or album, like just on OnlyFans? It's like I'm about to just drop this for like my OnlyFans people.
Oh yeah, I came out with when I first started OnlyFans song. It was my first rap song ever that I tried. It came out really good, and I literally shot the little music video at my ranch, and like I edited it myself on iMovie. It was my first time, but it was cool. You'll see it on YouTube. It's still on YouTube now, but that was kind of specifically for my OnlyFans. Yes.
Okay. Before I let you go, I want to know like what are like what's something that your fans don't know about you?
I really sing. Like I'm out here really like I actually have vocals. Like I'm not gonna lie, like Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey type shit. Like I grew up with that, and a lot of people don't know that because I don't sing those type of records. But you guys will find out. You'll sure enough find out for sure real soon.
I love it. I love to hear it. Well, thank you so much for being on. I appreciate your time. You're a lovely guest.
Virgin Lex, baby.
Yeah, Virgin Lex. Girls coming out just Friday, May 20th. Everybody go check it out. Thank you so much.
Everyone, make sure you go stream it up. It's my birthday on the 22nd, Gemini Gang. Go stream it. That's my birthday gift. I appreciate you.
Have a good day, man. Appreciate it.